My name is Lebohang Tshepo Mofokeng, also known as President, aka Man of God, and this is Something to Somebody documentary series shot by Word Over Flash Production. Yeah! I am Lebohang Tshepo Mofokeng, the Managing Director of the Fresh Fish Corner. The Fresh Fish Corner is a small medium enterprise established in 2016. We were mainly focused in restaurant thing by that time, and in all of the years we were in business, we ventured in some few things, but under the Fresh Fish Corner, and it has been up and running since we registered it and it received its K number. Until to date, we are still under the name the Fresh Fish Corner. It's actually a funny story. I did not intend to become this big. I didn't get into business to grow and to be all capitalist. It actually started off as a passion that I had. I wanted to like become the first restaurant to ever sell like muffins and coffee. And by that time it was just a concept, not even a restaurant yet. But then that's when I started, and it was winter. It was on my birthday actually when I opened doors. It was on the 13th of May 2016. And I remember a day before, my mother had sent me 5,000 rand to buy an iPhone. And then I took that 5,000 rand the same day, because that idea had been actually running in my system for like four months prior to action that day, because I had been thinking, what if I can do this? Because me myself, I love the artism around food. When I say around food, I love the drinks, I love the traditional food, I love the westernized. That's why we basically have our restaurant as an Italian African cuisine type of a base, where you can actually get everything that you wish for in one environment that we actually want to see grow. And that's when we ended up meeting some few mentors along our journey that really inspired us to become who we are today. The modus operandi of Fresh Fish Corner is from heaven itself. It's like those years while I was establishing this brand, Nasty C blew up, and I don't know hip hop like that, but MT. When I remember one this other lyric, but couple is a Nasty C. He walked the trail and then it was open, and after walking it, then people saw that we can now do this. So that basically, I see myself as a guideline. I see the Fresh Fish Corner as a guideline to how can you open up a restaurant and survive. So people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing are basically people who are following the modus operandi of God, of which is the Fresh Fish Corner. We are the first restaurant to ever be established properly, and to have seating, to have people actually coming in, listening to jazz music, listening to folk music or country music. Actually, sometimes you can get into a place and just be with your thoughts, and just get it quiet, and you will be receiving your cuisines like from your own preference. So being in this business, I saw that it opened up a lot of opportunity. So right now, I may have inside employees, but you asking me that question now, I just realized that I actually have a bigger picture. Like I created people like other businessmen. We gave people like hope that this is possible. And after seeing the Fresh Feast open doors and seeing other businesses opening doors, of which I'm not allowed to mention by name, I was happy as an entrepreneur because we now opened up a new platform for people to actually hire more people so that we can all go on to one goal, of which is eradicating poverty, creating a safe environment for our children and our future children and our future selves. I wouldn't want to see myself staking up billions and having to live in a not so correct South Africa. So we are in this not just for today, but we are in this for the long run. Staying humble actually will make you begin everything every day in something amazing. It was winter. It was really cold. Do you know how to build a bonfire? Like, do you know those old paints? Mm-hmm. They use like metal. The paint, you get it inside a metal 20 liter. After using up the paint, you bend the paint and then you get a tin. Then you stack up your soil in there. And you can either come with a kufut, either come with a spit ferric, or we call it that. And then you start punching holes into that thing. In Sotho we call it a paula. In Zulu is a baula. That thing made me realize how it can bring nations together. We would sit around that bonfire, me still serving the muffins and the coffee. Me with many people encouraging me not to stop, telling me that what I'm doing is bringing hope and I shouldn't give up on it now. And I can see the results even still today. I mean, like we've got one of the best companies right now taking this video right here. I'm like, oh man, I feel so honored to actually be in this presence. So I do believe in humble beginnings, and I'm a person that prays a lot. I believe in God wholeheartedly. Everything I do through Him, through His authorization. Like, everything is Him. I do not take any credit for anything. I'm just a vessel. It has kept me humble to realize that He is the master of everything. He can give it to you today and take it tomorrow. I'm talking that from experience, from losing a brother recently that was very close to me, and from gaining a lot of things that I didn't even know that I can have, like, it's only by being humble and realizing there's always a higher power than we can ever imagine out there. And I believe it's God. I don't believe in any celestial energies. No, I believe in God, the Almighty, I said. It's a lot of strategies, but the one that I could really put focus on and enlarge on, since you guys are also here, discipline. Even I myself wake up every day and I kneel down to God and I ask for discipline, because we can do everything out there. We are given capacity too. But what separates the 1% to the 99% is the discipline. Even for you to have strategies to outgo them or outfollow them or make them work, they're gonna require discipline. So if there's one thing and one take that my children and people that follow the Fresh Feast Corner, people that wanna do business, is ask for grace to maintain discipline from God. Because even that discipline, I cannot now give you a recipe on how to discipline yourself. Because you might look disciplined in front of people, but at the back doors, you will be the most ill-disciplined member, the chairperson of ill-discipline, even the most formidable combination of strategies out there that are sure to work if discipline is not applied to them. So yeah, give it that discipline right there. You know, right now, Akibatluba complicated. We do read books daily. That's your one of your condiments. If you are a person that is on their way to success, you must indulge into knowledge every day. So 2 days ago, I came through a code, and it was well structured. And I want to use this one right now because it's gonna spread around South Africa because everybody knows this. Bodese Zama. Now this is how it was classified. Bodese Zama. You know, trying is the best thing you can do. And then it had quotations. You know how the dictionary would explain a word and then give you like a sentence on how can you throw that word inside the sentence. And then that sentence read as thus: hey Joe, how is it to boba or bia? Impa Bodese Zama. So that is English in that. They feel like, yo bro, you don't know if you're gonna be successful in doing that or not. But the best thing you can do is to try. So if you take that deep into Napoleon Hill's or one of your John C. Maxwell's, they're gonna rip you out of your brains because they're gonna connotate it, and if you take it to your best writers, your modern day Jesus Christ, or your Jay-Z's, but always playing like Hamna dimensions, and they wanna tell you that if you don't do it, the graveyard is full of people that had many talents, and on their deathbed, those talents come and haunt them. They ask them directly, they look them in the eyes, and they be like, yo, you could have been this, but then you decided to become this that you are now. Are you gonna be able to live with yourself if you didn't? Bodese Zama. Like, just try, man. So to all the people that want to do things and are not sure, just try. The best thing you can do is just to give it a shot. I didn't know I would be here. I don't know where I'm going, but at least now I have a modus operandi, something that works for me, that I could have not even seen. Haniksa Bodese Zama. I could have not seen it if I didn't try. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. Man, my first cup of coffee, when I poured the water in, it leaked. The client came back, wanted their money back, and he was like, you know what, I was school over. And I pressed on a report so we come around. I could have gave up by that time, but I kept on trying. The only failure one could ever get is when you stop trying. That's the only time one will fail. But if you keep on going, I mean, like, if you keep on going, the going is gonna do the going for you, and you're gonna watch God do the going for you. It's gonna be amazing. Amen. I happened to be chosen by one mentor that's very formidable in business. He happened to choose me amongst anyone. He could have chosen his own son, he could have chosen other people. He chose me. I know that you can take me right now, throw me to China. I'll take 6 months to learn the language. And on the 7th month, I'll be in the middle class of that community that you have thrown me to. And in 1 year, you'll be counting me in millionaires that are inside that community just by applying those techniques. So for me to meet up with my mentor and for him to coach me, it was like me receiving a quantum leap, like 100 years worth of knowledge wrapped in a package and given to a trustee. So every time I become so emotional when I think of that. Like, I thank God for him, and I pray to God that he keeps the life of Mr. Mpasa and he blesses him more and more. Remember when we started, we said that the Fresh Fish Corner started off as a restaurant and then it expanded into other businesses. So we do have a side of our own business as the Fresh Fish Corner that is on foot in the streets, and they are youth, and they are the ones that are busy researching trends for us. They are part of our business. They bring in trending trends. They tell us what our clients need and want. And with that being said, remember we are a business and we are located in an area. For example, when you get to China, you are gonna receive noodles in every restaurant because it's China. Before I had that team, my modus operandi was on 50%, and now it's on steroid because of those boys. Because they told me that how can you be in a location that eats pap and you don't have pap? First of all, I was too westernized, but now I had realized that I myself am also African and I cannot neglect my own people. I must serve what my people want. That's why we have Escambana in place and the best in town. The most freshest in town. We do it to delicacy. And we never ban anything. Everything goes down so easily and so nice. It's food, man. We do the best food. And when we have an old person walking in, we do have their malamhodu. They're gonna eat and they're gonna have a time of their life. They're gonna remember when they were growing up and they had to do the work of actually slaughtering the sheep, cleaning the intestines, cooking the intestines, or wanna put in some condiments on. But now remember, we are on steroids. They cannot get that memory back. We are giving them our own memory. We want them to miss the fresh feast. Wherever you go, when you eat the malamohodi, you must remember that somewhere in Free State, Bethlehem, at a corner, there's a place, but their malamohodi is something else, man. Like, that recipe makes me miss that place. And that's why our recipes, they are Italian infused with African, meaning you can eat them from as early as 3 years old until you are given your bonus up until wherever the Lord wants you to be. But yeah, we do have our own culture we are building, our own style of cooking, our own style of presentation. We make you feel We make you feel like you are in heaven. We do have a classic, some few classics also to the heavenly God. You actually like take a time off from being human and just be a eater. We do create soul food, and people do come here and enjoy, and they eat our food and they become satisfied. And that's our guarantee. And that we'll also put our soul into creating those food, into managing the getting of the produce from the manufacturer to our clients, and that we shall coordinate that process into being the most extravagant process, the most healthiest process, the most you're gonna get the best when you come to the Fresh Feast Corner. Plans I do not have. Plans come from the Lord. So as you are waiting on them, I'm also waiting on them. I've managed to turn my personal life into what I love. So my personal life is my business. So I do not see any difference. That's why I don't see myself taking any time off. I managed to coordinate my personal life to be in accordance with my business. So I made a choice. That's what I'm trying to tell you. To be in business, you must make a choice. Nobody cannot have everything in life. If you have all the time, all the money in life, all the extravagant things, there had to be a point in time in your life where you had to sacrifice some stuff, where you had to turn your business into your personal life. That's where I'm at right now. My business is my personal life. I can do it 24/7, 365. My mother knows, my colleague knows, I know I've made a decision that I'll be a samurai and I shall serve the people's good. That's why I am in business. I know that I no longer own my own time. My own time belongs to the people. And with that being said, that's when I broke the profit margin. That's when I reached exponential wealth. When I realized that my time is no longer my time, but my time belongs to the people. I'm glad with my life. I'm very healthy. Do follow a balanced diet here at work. We do follow also a balanced health diet and a balanced financial diet also. I would like to give a shout out to everybody out there supporting our vision, those internal, those external. We are saying thank you so much as the Fresh Feast Corner, and we shall grow, and we do promise that wonders are coming. Thank you so much.
I'm at the peak of all my energies. Keep it cooler underwater. Keep on feeling pressure, but I know pressure make a diamond. Never panic, no. It's my time to shine. Never fumble, hold my grip, oh yeah. I've been there, done that, 10 toes, fully in. Switch lanes, I did that, did no more. Running back, I trust in God until I go off. Hey, I trust in God until I go off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.